Well, things are getting more interesting because the Big Ten has apparently not signed their TV deal all the way through. Yeah, you heard me correctly. It was actually not signed at all. It was just proposal. Nothing on the dotted line, like a signature or anything. So Kevin Warren left that out to dry. So we know the Big Ten commissioner, the new one, Tony Petitti, nearly a month ago, he listed four immediate priorities. And one of them is the slate needs to integrate USC and UCLA for the 2024-2025 season to explore the new media rights deal for the expanded college football playoff and focus on the tricky issue of name, image, likeness. Lastly, Petitti prioritized the official completion of the massive TV contract worth more than $7 billion negotiated by his predecessor Kevin Warren. This may have seemed like a mere formality, but complications to the much celebrated deal arose soon after he accepted a job. Ooh man, nearly 3 months, of course, before this upcoming season kicks off and those deals begin, the Big Ten does not have completed long-form contracts, which include the fine print. Instead, Petitti is engaged in significant horse trading, according to multiple sources, to get the NBC primetime deal finished and figure out what the network calls outstanding issues in order to uphold as much value as possible. These deals are not, here's a quote, these deals aren't done, and they aren't what they are represented to be from the standpoint of the NBC deal and availability to all the members of the members to participate in November games in primetime, said an industry source. Interviews with a dozen sources in and around the Big Ten and the college sports industry paint a picture of Petitti to navigate the deals of his unresolved from his predecessor. As a result, there's a trail of unhappy athletic directors seeing money disappearing from their bottom line. Frustrated television executives and big name coaches irked about the lack of transparency and details that weren't communicated to them. This is an article by Pete Thamel from ESPN. We know how reliable he is. Of course, we know Kevin Warner took the job in January 2020. In 3 years, of course, he dealt with COVID-19 and helped bring UCLA and USC into the conference, and then secured at the time, we thought it was a massive TV deal, payday, before heading to Chicago Bears. And we know he took the job. So, on campus, of course, when he accepted the job, like he was leaving him in a better position, which was true financially, as its schools project more revenue than any other league over the course of a deal, with his work adding USC and UCLA to join the conference after the 2023-2024 season, and was widely praised by members and provided a jolt to the television deal. On campus, it's a bit more muddled. Big Ten schools have seen potential revenue disappear the past few months from a contract that was announced back in August as being worth an average of nearly $1 billion per year through the 2029 football season. More than $70 million in total is in flux, nearly $5 million per school, and it has left administrators around the league seeking answers for financial accountability. Recently, these schools have found out they're going to the following. They're going to have to pay back nearly $40 million to Fox because, according to sources, Warren delivered NBC the Big Ten title game in 2026 without the full authority to do so. This all has unfolded under the complicated backdrop of the Big Ten Conference and not actually controlling the rights to the inventory of this latest deal the Big Ten does, which is the majority owned by Fox. Second thing, they are going to lose $25 million, $25 million total for a deal to pay Fox back for a loss of 2020 football game inventory. This came after an arrangement between Fox and the conference that was unable to muster the loss of revenue from the COVID-19 season. So, and the third thing and final thing, there's tens of millions of dollars of value of the NBC primetime in flux, as Petitti has been racing to ensure it keeps much of the original value as possible. Historically, in the Big Ten, after the first weekend in November, schools were not required to play 9 games for a myriad of reasons: health, recovery, and campus logistics among them. These were known in league circles as tolerances, and prior TV contracts account for them. So, yeah, it's pretty lengthy. And Kevin Warren didn't comment, return request for the comment of this situation. So, if you want to read the rest of this, you could check out the description below on all this. So, this is just a saga going on. And we have to wait and see what happens. And it would be great. It wouldn't shock me if they don't get as much money now. But they have to figure out to sign the deal still. So, anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. And I'm not going to talk anything about the Pac-12 situation, because we have seen conflicting reports left and right on who's involved, who's not involved. I mean,